No, he's got his video camera.
What?
No, he's got his camera again.
Hello.
Hello, Tony. It's all right.
That's not running, is it?
Pardon me?
It's not running, is it? It is running, isn't it? It's running. Yes.
Did it never like to have your camera at all?
Yes.
Well, you can swear.
I mean, that's 89. Yeah, which is very early. I mean, that must be.
Yeah. And then we saw a film by something like that. Very much the same person.
Oh, well.
And we don't know who it is.
No, but sorry. No. Ah, well, this thing we've been organising up. One of the people that we've been in touch with are Winky's relatives.
Oh, really?
And they live in
Who is Winky? I still don't know.
Have you seen? Well, Winky was the guy in the magic. He's the magic glove.
Yeah, I know Winky, but who is he?
I don't know.
Who is Reggie Fitz? It's not the same.
No. It's this guy. He was a local. He wasn't German at all.
Are you sure?
Well, apparently this guy's phoned me up last week and said, I've got contact with descendants of Winky who live near home first, and they've got a big collection of material. So I'm going to go down and see them, and I'll let you know.
Because you see, there's more. There's Alf Boy.
Yeah.
Because going through Dennis Gibbons stuff, I found some Banfor stuff there as well.
Right.
South photography.
Right.
I mean, written postcard, banner slides, and a little bit on film. Not, but a bit on film.
Right.
And I've got some of the people who are in the film. As well.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering whether this is either Walter Booth, who's anyone I know, or a man called Professor Garland, who I don't know what he looks like.
Well, this collection, whatever it is, might have some stuff in it. So
No, it's later.
Is it later?
Winky, 1914. This is 1890.
Oh, so it's early.
There's completely two
different phases,
And when I looked at the correspondence, they came from different people. They didn't come from the same branch of the family.
Right.
Yeah. And they're two different phases by a generation.
Yeah.
Which is where the
So where's the film? Is it in the archive?
What do you mean?
Magician's film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's one that I told Richard Bell about it. You know it.
Oh right.
Just to remind you that the museum is open in the basement. The staircase goes down.
It cuts the black and white as a way of cutting.
Also, the library will be open.
Same as in the women's rights.
Oh right.
So that shit I same filmmaking.
Wow.
Nobody else has done that. But it's a strange film with a bit of magic in it.
Right.
And this guy, Verite, is the same man as in the film by another company. That magician we saw for Banfor, and then for was it Presswich? That other film we saw. Do you remember?
The man didn't face through.
Yeah. I wonder if it was Professor Garland. But anyway, we don't. It's just as
Well, you go to Nottingham? I mean Nottingham.
I'm supposed to be doing something.
Oh, you're right. Right.
I get together.
Yeah. It's looming large, isn't it? I think it's not far. I don't know if I can get there. I've got so many things.
What did I do with my book? Hang on, did I put my book away? Did I put my book away? Oh, I did. Some more discoveries to bring forward. Some more discoveries.
It's always something else, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you done well, Matthew?
We've done well.
Good.
Happy man.
Well worth the journey, then.
Yeah.
Good. What I was going to ask you before you disappear, you were mentioning about the BFI and the other film cameras. How long will you have them for?
No, just come back from the... That's because I've missed everything now. This museum, this
I know they're not yours, I'm just saying how long they're allowed you to keep them.
I didn't bother with that. And I only got a few...
Oh, I thought it come from the BFI.
Peter,
Oh, right. Well, what I'm saying, are you going to have them in the future?
No, I can't buy them because and you're
no, I'm saying, really, you have them in the archive. I'd like to look at them, that's all. I mean, go to the library and just...
They're just a favour from Steve Neal, but if you want to look at them, go to Helen.
I don't know anybody there.
You don't need a card, Richard, to get in.
Yeah, they're in the library.
Only because
Amy sent me a copy.
Oh,
so
right.
very-
Well, when you get back,
very
we must be in touch on that. I'd like to just look through them.
Yeah.
But I'd assume they come from BFI.
No, well, originally they did.
Yeah.
Why don't you stay and see if we can change it? Can you can change it.
I thought.
You're not going to give me one, are you?
No, that's absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. What are they showing this afternoon?
Next. Magic Lantern show every 4 times a year. This is our AGM. General meeting, and this is the sort of the afternoon fun games. 4 times a year, and a few events. We went to Turin, and we went to Padua and Venice last year as part of the Magic Lantern group. So we always have 1 or 2 excursions abroad, and 4 usually in town, but sometimes Birmingham, not too far away. Birmingham. We're holding a convention in April in Birmingham, and that's a 3-day convention. So that's a major event, as it were, for us. Well, most of our stuff is way before that. Oh, you're cut up. Right, I see. There are a few lanterns. I don't think it matters a lot.
Well, we've got to be people that advertise afterwards, so you've got to know about it beforehand.
I'm a bit like you. I like the silent films, but I don't belong to any silent film societies. So there are overlaps. Just the same position you're in. It's a bit like us in the Magic Circle. We've been 2 separate groups for all these 25, 30 years. And we've always talked together with each other, but never met. This is our first meeting, as it were, together, as it were. So it's very nice. It's a super place.
Maybe a week, I think, to start.
That's good. That's good. Well, make it 2 weeks.
All right.
See you again. All the best.
Oh, thank
Sorry, I haven't been to 2 days meeting,
Sorry?
You're expecting to swallow that.
It is.
You expected to believe that. You didn't realise. Typical BS.
I was looking away.
I know. I mean, if Lan came out with that, you still do, wouldn't you?
We're not going. Well, how long are we going?
When will it
We're
space?
going to
No, not yet.
I was going to see this 3 event. Will you still be here after that?
I would imagine so.
Why don't you come? You don't want to come.
I've just got sort of hanging
Go
around
back up. I mean, you don't want to hear the afternoons.
Well, I'm playing at 6, so I've got to get something to eat at some point.
Oh, it's all.
And you've got to get your copy of Kingdom of the Shadows.
we're going to go and get our book for 10 to
I can tell you.
I bought mine on.
Did you?
A 5, you get it for 5. You got it for 10, have you? You can get it for 5. I got mine for
Has it what? Really?
I got it Henry Corden.
Oh, for fine.
5?
I thought it was a 5, maybe I'm wrong.
It's
Is that
£9.99.
what it was?
They've all gone though, haven't they? No?
What?
Orders.
I thought that's right, but maybe I'm wrong.
We know it's being auctioned.
I don't know, is it Porters?
Henry Pordes. They actually sold out the first batch. They got a lot more in from America.
Oh, they got them.
Because Alex, who I know works there.
Yeah, Alex Balance.
You know Alex?
Oh,
Yeah.
I see that.
Alex, no.
£4, 6.
Gleason.
Gleason, yeah.
Alex Gleason.
Yeah.
He basically is into musical and
It's underpriced.
song and film, but he worked.
Tenors. I mean, 20s, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I've some coffee.
Yeah.
Not really. It's got back to American.
Yeah,
It
so
couldn't have been a 5. I must be wrong. Must be
Will it
wrong.
have an imprint?
How much it will do, won't it?
Yeah.
That was my Christmas present
Oh, right.
to myself.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And a razor.
What? Only 5
When
years
did
later.
it come off, though? I'm intrigued. When did it come off?
It came at Christmas Eve. My wife came back from church.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning. It was
That is the
gone.
way to go.
I said I did it for New Year, but
Was it
That's the way the
painful?
book dealers do.
no, it's dead simple.
Cut it was, yeah.
No, I shaved it off.
Yeah.
No, it didn't hurt at all.
They went to the barbers, did you?
No, I did it at home myself.
They do.
No.
Yeah.
No. Battery attempt, it's gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
I'm hanging on to this though.
Yeah. You do.
I mean, mine do.
Yeah.
Mine do.
It worth something.
Are you hanging on to yours, are you?
Well, I just shave every 10 days. That's quick.
Is that sort of you're Muslim or something, are you? Is it,
How much is
I know in
cost?
Ramadan they don't shave and stuff like that.
Muslim?
Well, or Rastafarian. I know they don't shave in some religions.
Right.
What's wrong?
My loop at night.
Oh yeah, I can show you, but I don't know where it is.
Come on, Matthew, you know where it is.
What?
We're not going to
Richard?
take that. We are not
Richard?
going to take that.
It was, okay.
That is pure BS, though.
£8, £7.
I'll pay you £7 for a £20 catalogue any day of the week.
Richard, what's that biograph in bottle about?
The what?
In bottle.
Biograph in the bottle.
Is that sort of to do
That's the way I saw it, Tony.
with Haigs and stuff like that?
The only way about it, to see if you want them copies. I've done it once and then did it once.
What are these things then? I mean, yeah, but I mean, are they copies themselves or?
What's this?
I can copy this. Send it Fred copy
You're
tonight.
supposed to fax it to me.
I did.
Did you? Oh, I'm
This is due to a letter. She
Happy New Year.
she got this mail because she's trying to have some children.
Very Happy New Year.
And she got this, and she suddenly saw the magic words Dennis and Gifford. So it's Hamer.
They spelled correctly.
Membership of Hamer.
Yeah, there was Hamer in Workshop of all places. And there's a 6-part sale.
I'll tell you what, I've just sent to Vanessa.
Oh, let's have a look at that. I've not seen that.
6-part. Dennis Gifford Collection
Right.
Part 1, Feb 25. Part 2, April 29.
But does it, do you know what?
It's everything.
Talking about Dennis now.
Well, I know that.
Dennis
but I mean,
Gifford.
presumably
Everything. It's
Which part was the
600
cinema?
boxes. 600 boxes.
When 10 tons.
I've got 30 boxes. 25.
So that's right.
Catalogues
So
will
send
be
to Dennis.
available
Where did
3
you get
weeks
that
in advance
information?
of
I
the sale.
don't know. You know, it's in
There's
the box.
the
Yeah.
Oh, I must copy this down.
I'll send you a photo.
Right.
Where's the film?
Who wants a photo?
When is the
£10 each. £10 each. Who wants a photo?
Where's the film? Where is it? Now, where's the film stuff going? Who's doing the film stuff?
You're doing a lot.
No, they're not. There's 2 auctions.
Well, I don't know.
One's
There's
doing
one in
comics,
Nottingham,
one's,
isn't there?
one's doing comics, and one's
Yes.
doing film stuff.
Yes.
That's it.
That's all I know.
Yes.
And,
These are the comics.
the film stuff is done by the plant when it does the sport, cricket and stuff.
Martin Humphreys knows who it is. He was
No,
trying
it's not
to
him.
tell me earlier on, but he knows.
It's the cricket. It's the one that does all the sports.
So do you know Elizabeth Smith? I've asked you.
I don't know. But
I'll send it to you.
yeah, if you would. What's the date though, Matthew? Is that
Well, it's
have we
6
got
days.
time?
6 days this year.
Yeah, but what are they? I mean, how long ago?
Yes. Feb 25.
Oh, it's only a month.
April 29. June 10.
I like a little
May,
peek
August.
at it.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
All right.
You come back again.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Very good. to
Yeah,
see
but if you
too.
find out what they're actually doing on there.
Well, I
No,
don't
same
know.
time. I saw your film.
You have to log in.
You and your brother's film at Momi. I don't think
You have to
it
log
was
in to the
Right.
website.
It was
Which
Yeah.
I know you do that all the time.
wonderful.
Yeah, it's all
It gets a bit much.
Well, you see, put it this way, you know, I mean, I'm trying to come to terms on the telephone.
Yeah.
And I'm just about another
I'll
30
say
years.
to Shirley, he's in bed, he's got
Almost
in Allendale Drive, he's got this
Yeah.
phonograph and a dictation machine.
That's
I'm trying
right.
to wire them up together to make the phone.
I
You should have banded
I accept
You should see the telly your dog now. Sure, that makes sense.
But you know what I mean?
That's when Nipper went to.
Of the countryside. Is that yours? TV series.
Saying he was didn't have a long life, but very long.
Yeah, yes.
Lived 7 years. No, 11 years.
11 years.
We have.
He's up to the harvest now.
I'm packing up, I think, now.
Hey, Barry and I are very pleased about that, you know, because he's flush with money. You can't deny it now. You've just boasted about it. Can't go back and say, oh, I've got no money now. Right.
This was no good then.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I know it's a long time, but you've got your 7 about 4 things.
Yes.
Tell me what you want doing,
Yes.
and we'll get that stuck in.
Yeah.
My only thing was, as I say,
We'll go to the end of the
there's
year.
nothing wrong with it as it stands, but
If you
I
want
just
to-
thought maybe we need a bit of context.
So it's not the same. It's a similar one. You didn't read it the same.
Yeah.
Have their own studio.
Yeah, I think it'd be.
But I keep it short. I mean, if you tell me how many words is the maximum. The other thing I meant to tell you, let's tell you this one, it was out of my head.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Stockholm, there was no papers, you weren't allowed to take.
You couldn't take anything, no? Oh, shit. So what do they do?
I'll take some, yes, yeah.
Yep. Vanessa, do you need any more leaflets?
No.
Not a whole lot? Or
I've got
too
too
many?
much to carry, I'll have too much to carry. I'll take those will be fine, yeah.
Yeah. So what's happening with the papers? Are being published now?
Yes, they are, yeah. John Lee doing them.
Oh, well, you can...
It'll be another year because
Yeah.
that stuff was out.
Yeah.
So you couldn't get them on the muted?
It was crap anyway.
Was it? All theory?
It was just about basically trying to reuse
Theoretical?
technology. No, just trying to making modern films.
Yeah, but there's a guy, has he done any primary research?
Okay.
Nothing new.
That one, that's interesting.
It was an experimental filmmaker.
It would be worth reading it, that's about all.
Well, I don't even think it's going to appear because it's just a presentation of the film.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Oh my God. What was I going to say? Yeah, so
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh yeah, I know.
It shows them lunch.
You know, you know what we're
make,
talking
you know,
about doing a
Oh, really?
reprint of the,
Okay.
what's it called, the stem.
Stage, yeah.
Now, what I did
Six,
was,
so we have an eight.
Good. Okay.
Yes, Steve
Yeah.
Not in London.
Steve, I didn't know there's sites in there. Apparently this has already been reprinted.
Two things not to do in life.
Right,
I don't know whether you want,
No,
you know, whether
two
that
hang
we'll do it again.
necessarily.
No, we'll do it again.
I mean, I'm not bothered with it.
Well, that's
if it
the
wasn't
thing.
reprinted in
I can
70s.
send you a photocopy of the page, no, Steve.
That's a great film. missing.
I wasn't aware.
Yes,
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
still
sorry.
do it because it's an important
A
piece.
B&C film, well, actually not hang gliding, but balloon
And it's probably
gliding.
As long as you don't.
it's probably hard to get hold of the 70s.
Probably is, yeah. Yeah, it's one of these obscure.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll do it again.
Right.
But I think it'll be very exciting to do.
Yeah, we'll just keep in touch. I mean, I suppose your time to
It is.
I should think of what's the name of your trips around second bookshops to the tube.
Possibly. Still managed to get to York for an afternoon.
Well, let me know sometime
Yeah,
if you,
yeah.
you know, when the lead station.
It's
It's
when
very
you
nice.
get tweaks, it'll be fully functional.
Well, I'm not bothered because of the bad weather. I
You
don't
won't
want to
recognise
bad weather anyway.
We wouldn't recognise it go through Leeds.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Did you enjoy Italy this year?
What was to try and get together in York?
Well, it was all right. It was quite good, but I think
Yes.
next year we'll do it
So
something
it's maybe
different.
due this summer. I think we'll get
Um,
just before then. Yeah, exactly.
No, we will.
Are you going to Nottingham?
Yes, I will be, yeah.
I'll see you
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Because I'm going this year.
Oh, you can
Very
go.
good.
No.
There's a new one out in about a
Yeah.
month.
Good,
I'll
yes.
tell you what.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I've got the maths stuff, which
Yeah, well, that's
stuff is not very much the programme.
I haven't. I think it's a wonderful place. Have you been here before? No, I haven't. I heard of it.
Really?
I'm interested in the magician as well. From a history point of view, and having film point of view.
Bob Long.
And just a library here and everything.
Yeah, Bob.
Water booth, one of the people I'm interested in. And no one knows much about him really, not enough. He deserves a book. He deserves a proper book.
Yeah, of course.
So to get it signed, Vanessa.
He's
Get the bottle signed.
Isn't he really?
Affordable.
In a minor way, he is in his memory. Robert Paul, in a minor way. Not a major way, but in a
It's not the money side.
I mean,
Yeah, people come from 40 quid.
as a what?
That's my favourite one.
Oh, right. See, I'm not into technical things like you are. So I don't know what sort of scientist that you are.
Show me your book.
Is that so? That's how.
I think it's something.
What interests me is the creative,
Yeah.
the artistic side.
They're used to London. I'm going to go with this one in a taxi to Camden High Street.
Yeah.
The glasses back.
It's just a pity he packed it.
So, I don't know.
Well, what are we doing
We'll go in a taxi and get some drink.
Yeah, it was on
Would you want to get your books first?
well, I can do, yeah. Bring them back here. Really, just let me carry it back.
There are other computers as well.
Is it?
That's a big stuff.
No, he went through a long time. He went through the early 60s were very good.
Short fire lines.
You know, Lizzie Anderson and that lot, they're very good films. I think the period.
No, there's nothing exceptional, but I think, you know, I've tried to mix in old ones with new ones.
I didn't see yesterday, but I have seen it.
You know, there's a book on architecture.
You like it as well.
They should be saleable, but they're not. Super or one is really good. One's 1905.
Are you interested in?
Nice section on animated photography.
Are you interested in? Are you interested in Carl Lendler
Yes.
biography by John Drinkwater?
In the
Signed
original
by Drinkwater.
Give me the price.
Well, it's going to be at least.
At least £10.
I reckon it's going to be at least
800. Ooh, that's in his league. He's an academic.
If you buy it for your life. But,
I've got it, it's the original jacket.
have you ever got it signed by Lendler and Drinkwater?
However, I could go above for
Well, could you?
I could put lots of London extra. Carl was SQL. Oh, that's all right.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
I've been all. Is that your own? No, okay.
On behalf of
Nice item.
yeah, it's quite unique, I think.
Yeah.
Probably unique.
Well, it's probably signed others, I would imagine.
Yeah, but not by both.
Oh, Drinkwater signed it as well.
yeah.
Right.
And there's some copies signed by Lendler's son. But this is quite unique, I think.
Yeah, it must be new. I knew Drinkwater. He was famous. Also,
And also non-fiction in some ways.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that was amazing.
that's a sort of real best review.
They always thought.
Michael Stephen
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Steve Bottom was.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
They still do it. Because there's money in
One glass in there that's broken.
I mean,
Not bad, is it? No.
Right, so what we're doing, Matthew, are we joining up with you?
You got the books now, we all want to go and get something to eat.
Yeah, I'm desperate. Yeah.
And then
Then can we and Barry get together for a few
this
minutes?
company called
You, me and Barry?
What do they know?
What, before we go
Going
over?
back maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, are you going to go over now and then come back and we'll go off?
Yeah, well, I was thinking that. Then I'm holding you up.
And I'm sure
We'll be off in about
that
10
But if we can huddle
If
it
you go get your
before.
books, then why don't you go and get your books now?
All right.
Yeah, then we'll wait here.
Okay.
We'll wait for you.
Just look after
Yeah,
that.
don't worry.
Yeah, the projection box book on Open. This is some representation.
yes, I remember that one.
So,
My mother, my grandmother, I heard that one.
Keep in touch on that one.
okay, well,
It's hibernation.
Although I'm quite touchy myself, having looked at my Italian,
You said you were going. I've got the email. I've got the email. I'm going into my winter hibernation. Yeah, I'm not joking. That's all right.
whatever, if you want.
But I've had.
Nine will be fine, no, nine will be
very
fine.
much, not Italian at all. Very much flattened, almost Hungarian looking. So I often wonder whether he was a gypsy.
And what back space?
And he was an Italian.
I'll do it now.
In the mountains there. Going back for years. But you're pure English, are you? You're a foreigner. You're a foreigner like the rest of the time then. Oh, that's good. Because Barnes is such an English name.
It's on the telly. Again.
Can I get on the telly? They've done it. They've actually done it.
Where's your foreign
It's
element?
cataloguing exhibition.
Where is she from?
Gibbons, lovely. Yeah, but he's cricket film. So,
Whereabouts in Spain?
There's a lot of people doing this.
Whereabouts in Wales? Why have you got Welsh names?
no more cricket films are there? Well, football films.
Was your father Welsh?
No, you didn't.
If you didn't like the Welsh, why did you give you Welsh names?
I mean, you were going to, I think you were going to do that probably, but...
There's nothing wrong with that.
Bits of,
I have a Welsh aunt.
Oh, I'll send it. Oh, I want to come back.
I
I'll see what I can do.
Nothing wrong with being Welsh. I mean, I was born in Ireland. Nothing wrong with being Irish.
Robin, you know, who did the original stuff.
Yeah.
He sat on all this stuff and he hadn't been at Peter. They were all out.
No, they're born in Cork.
Yeah.
It's Tony Fletcher.
That's just my mother was in there.
No, he wasn't.
No.
What are you drinking now?
poison, by the way.
It's incredibly healthy.
Gold paint.
No.
It is.
No.
What?
Right, I'm saying.
It's a herbal drink. Herbal remedy.
Which is rude.
Yeah.
I don't look like it, I look more like a demon.
What are you? What are you up to?
I've got to have a meeting with Steve about an article.
Oh, is he here?
There it is. It's just followed him. That excellent.
I saw him in the street the other day. He had a conversation. Yeah. Steve Street.
Oh, Stephen
I'm
Street.
tired.
Well, you would do
I'm
that.
tired.
Yeah.
I'm going
I didn't
away
know he was
next
there.
week. Australia. Yeah, it's 3 weeks.
In there, can I?
Holiday.
Bag everywhere.
Am I? So I'm going to Australia for 2 weeks. I'm going to have a
Anyway, I got some information about it. But,
I tell you, Andy Warner's got nothing.
I was in hospital for a while.
Glad to hear that. No, but he watches it.
so that's Victoria's solution.
I have to say, yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, I know your stuff. Your stuff.
There's that wonderful exchange you were filming Richard.
Right.
Cheese sandwiches. Really love to see
A picture of home movies of my kids and me.
Yeah. So we're going to have to go to the
When I die, it all goes to BFI.
the cheese sandwiches. Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
So I get it.
It came out.
Six.
The main nuggets
Let's go to York.
usually is bits
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
haven't.
Yeah.
no, it's difficult to know.
Yeah, it is.
It could well be just, if you just get
No,
one.
because it's one bus from York to York. I've got to go to York.
It's all to you.
That's Richard's.
How long does that take?
So, did you like the puppies? Did you like the puppies?
No, we're going to train.
Yeah.
But and in North New York today.
And the poster. Yes, poster. Yeah, you can have that.
Too late now.
Right.
At some point.
Are you going to the topics or are you going to the meal?
I've got to talk to Steve about the article and the illustration.
Oh, I see, right. Well, I'm just going, well, what I'm doing, I gather myself, is Barry and Matthew want to go for a meal, so I'm signing on.
You sure about
And
that?
you? Yes, I'm on a meal, I'm hungry. So
Right.
I'm going to Euston to pick up my books.
I've got to get some money at the bank, at the holding wall as well, yeah.
What for?
Well, no money. Yeah.
Well, that's all right.
Right.
It's just a meal.
All right, so you sort yourselves out. So what do you want to do,
Right.
Steve?
Well, I'll see you here whenever.
Are you coming for a meal, Vanessa, or am I not seeing you now?
I don't know. I'll find out in a minute.
Right.
It's all right.
You could go for a meal.
He's used to me acting like talking to him like this, aren't you, Richard?
That's okay. It's okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you were saying.
I said they're all laughing at because I just shouted at you, and I said you're used to
Yes,
it.
she always does. She always
Well, that's
does.
what Horace Golden looks like. It's nice to know what he looks like, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
They made early films. Horace Golden. Yep.
Horace Gold, I remember him well.
I want to leave it.
You know, they talked about it. Were you in
Yes, they're talking about Spain. Yeah.
Girona?
Yeah.
I've been to that.
Is it good?
Is
Is it good?
But they had nothing that we hadn't got in
No.
the museum.
No.
Nothing at all. In fact, I remember selling him a lot of stuff.
Are you going to reopen your museum at all at any stage?
What?
Will you reopen
It's
your
around.
Well, just
Your
tell him I'm
museum
going to
any
Euston
stage.
Station.
In
Yeah,
the
I will do.
States?
I'll be back.
You're going to
I'm
open
get
in the
books,
States,
I've
is
ordered
it?
some books.
No, it's
So I'm
in
coming straight
Turin.
back, Barry, and then we're going
I know, but
to...
oh,
talk to
you,
any
oh, you've
strange
nothing
man.
left, you mean?
I don't want to.
Oh yeah, that's going to Hove.
Yeah, but you're all right.
Oh, right. Frank Gray wasn't here today, was he?
No,
North, I've got a last
he's busy with his PhD.
What on? Smith or Williamson?
They've got 20
Which one? Or both?
What I'm thinking.
Nice to see you.
Are you on?
Oh, right.
Sure.
When does this thing end?
Well, it ends when people walk out the door, I think.
With about 60.
Yes, I've just told you.
I haven't opened.
Oh, we'll post it to them then.
And it would be very easy for the courier just to come and pick that up and take it away.
Yeah.
So it would be better.
Yeah.
I've got more.
Yeah.
Base.
Right.
It'd be easier if I could send those on to you Monday.
Yeah, post it to me, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Not your money, it's his money, it's
Let's
published.
just see what Vanessa thinks. Cause
What?
it'd be really. There's one box out there that I haven't touched. It's got 60 in.
Right.
And I really like the courier people to come and just pick that up and take it away on
Yeah.
Monday. So I've got more back at base. Can I send you what you need on Monday?
Okay. Yeah.
But have you got one? Have you got at least one?
Well, what's on the table?
It's only 9.
I've got 3, so take one of those.
Right. How much
Well, we'll send you. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll send you what 8, 7.
He's still here.
You've got one there. So if you send me, I've got 2 here. So if you send
Hang on.
me,
Do
send
you want
me
my
7.
one back? You sent it in the post? I don't mind.
Yeah, so there's 9. Yeah.
I've not opened it yet.
Yes, that's 9. I've got 2, so that's 7 to send me.
I'm not
And
really
eight- and 8 to
counting,
send
but
you.
it's sort of so.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 for you and 7 for me.
Sent to Lou.
I've taken the one out already.
8 for Simon.
7 for me.
Wait,
And 8 for Vanessa.
I'll send those Monday.
That's fine.
And then that's taken care of this one.
You send those to work. Because if there's nobody in, they'll
Yeah.
go back to
Send them to
bed.
my work as well.
You come and have something to eat?
Yes. So
Yes.
Yeah, but I've got, yeah, I need it. I've got the back as well.
Sorry?
Are you filming there?
Don't
You've
pose.
done well.
Yeah, I'm
Please.
pleased. I'm pleased. It's gone well. That's all empty. These are what I'm carrying. I'm just going to get the glasses
That's
and the...
just all on the other side of there. They should be dry by now.
You need to dry them?
No, I've put them upside down so just whack them.
Oops, sorry.
Were you here yesterday at all, Simon?
No.
Because I was viewing all day. You could come and watch me. Watch
I was
all
here
this-
yesterday. I
all
was,
this
I was
rubbish. You
wandering
could,
up and down Charing Cross Road.
you could have come and seen all the films I was watching on
I
Steam
popped into the VFI yesterday to see if Simon Brown was in, but he wasn't in. So
Well, I was viewing all day downstairs.
should have asked.
I didn't occur to me till afterwards.
No.
Have you seen my gloves anymore?
No.
Nice pair of burgundy furry gloves.
No. You didn't put them in your bag, have you?
No, they're in the bag.
What colour gloves?
There.
Burgundy.
They got them, didn't
I know the song, "The Helen Burgundy." Is that right? No, it's wrong, isn't it? When you off to Australia then?
Friday.
What
Friday.
for? How long for?
I'm just going on a holiday. But you know what I just found out, Tony? Things that haunt you, don't they? A.D. Thomas, when he went bankrupt, where did he go? Australia.
Mm,
So am I going to resist the temptation?
you're not.
I'm not, am I?
I don't know if I've got any leads to help you on
I
that.
haven't got any leads, but I'm going to be in Australia for 2 weeks. My friends are working in the day. We've got things planned like we're going to the Blue Mountains in the weekends. But I'm going to be on my own every day for 2 weeks.
Mm.
And I'm not a Bondi Beach person. I've got to be doing things. So,
Whereabouts are you staying?
Sydney.
Well, that's a good place to stay, isn't it? Sydney?
I know, but where? Or how can I find out about my Mr. Thomas?
Well, is there not a film archive in Sydney?
It's just no, because the main one's in Canberra.
There's nothing in Sydney at all then?
Well, Dave Berry said there's a film archive in Sydney, but I don't think it's an official archive. Because I've asked the BFI and they said, oh no, it's Canberra is the official
I
archive.
don't know where he went to stay when he was in Australia.
Oh, I
At
tried
all,
to get
at
some
all.
sense out of him when I spoke to him last.
Hmm.
He came up to look at the Mitchell and Kenya films.
Who did?
Dave.
Barry?
So I've got to deal with the BFI that I get video copies
Mm.
of the films.
Good.
So it helps me identify them. You coming to Nottingham?
Hope so.
I'm doing a talk. Are you doing a talk?
Hope so.
What's your American one?
What's your one first?
A.D. Thomas. A.D. Thomas.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's obvious, isn't it?
No, I don't see the American connection.
Thomas Edison.
Anglo-American, of course, Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison. Of course.
You know what?
That's the daftest question.
I'm cutting the whole period I'm putting down in my list.
What?
I'm actually looking at the whole. It's actually called From Paper Prints to Phonofilm.
Right.
And I haven't put Addison Thomas down.
Have you put North American Animated Photo Company?
No, I haven't.
Have you put the...
Bert Akers is my first one. Periscope question mark.
Well, I thought Luke was doing this.
I don't know what you're doing. I mean, obviously I'm not doing one paper on particular. I'm doing I'm looking at the overall period.
But I thought he was.
Was he as well?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he is. I have not seen.
I think we're all on together then.
I don't know what other people are doing yet. I mean, I can always muck around with mine because, basically speaking, I don't speak very much. I just show films. So yeah, I get half an hour. I show 5 minutes of me talking, and the rest of it I show films.
Yeah.
And I have about 2 hours films I want to show. Therefore, I talk as little as possible. I've got loads and loads of films.
I'm just showing one film.
I show no
and it's
films.
on videotape as well.
Oh no, I ban you.
It'll be if I won't let it film out.
What is it?
A.D. Thomas on film.
Oh, the Mitchell and Kenyon one. Oh, the new one you mean?
Oh, no, we haven't seen them. It's not. They've not been shown these.
No, but one of the ones that they've got. It's not anything that Cinema Museum has got. You sure it's not the older man in that?
No.
There was no boy in some of those.
No, that's James Kenyon.
Is it James Kenyon?
It's James Kenyon. He's in the films, and Sega Mitchell's the one in the.
He's a young fellow with red hair.
He's the one who's in
hair,
the one the Tackle the China Mission. James Kenyon's reading the newspaper. You know that one?
Mm.
It's either one of them, Mitchell Kenyon on there.
But
A.D. Thomas, commissioned or filmed. I mean, I'm not telling you, you'll get the story. But there's probably, at the moment, there's at least 7 or 8 films he appears on his own films, or either the films that Mitchell Kenyon.
I only know what it looked like when he was about 60, 70 in that photograph in 1922.
No, I've got what you call it. I've got bills and programs and. It's identified.
He is more important than history. I think he is an important figure.
It's
actually.
Really important, and his advertisements are amazing.
If it's true, and I don't think you make that sort of stuff up.
It's not. You
don't make it up, do you?
The thing is, Tony, that he's not lying. I have gone and looked.
I'm sure he wasn't.
I've looked at halls in Birmingham, Liverpool, Manchester, Dublin, and Cork.
Yeah,
Bob Monks is doing.
I knew he wasn't.
Bob Monks. You put me in contact with him, didn't you?
Monks. You met him in Pordenone. Yeah.
He's doing the stuff on Thomason Island and Cork and Dundee. I'm still here. Have you gone upstairs yet, Steve? Are you staying?
It's all full up there, so I can't.
Yeah. So he did all those. Plus he had that show in Newcastle.
And he had Europe as well.
Yeah. But there's no.
He got too big. He tried to be Edison, didn't he? He tried to actually be too big.
Just overexpanded.
And he came down with a bump.
Yeah. He overexpanded. And basically he went. Yeah, he overexpanded. And then it looked like Walter Gibbons was. It appears in the Bankers Who that Gibbons bought the concerns in about May, June 1902. And then he disappears. Then he goes to Australia after the bankruptcy case is heard in November. He goes to Australia, and the next thing we know, in a book published on Canadian cinema, he appears there as the Royal Canadian Animated Photographic Show. And comes back to England in 1906, according to Rachel Lowe. So, I'm going to have to borrow Simon's move bag. Simon?
Have you read the interview in the 30s that the talk that he gave in?
No, I haven't got that.
Yeah, he asked a question.
No, it was at the Kinney. It was at the.
You saw that, did you?
Yeah, because Richard Monty asked the question as well, doesn't it? Is that the same one?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. He was around back then.
Yeah, because they had.
But I think they said on it, if my memory serves right,
where have you been?
You've just come back. It's like he's been abroad all these years. But I haven't looked at it for some time, so I must check.
Well, I'll check for me because I think it is the one we've got. Simon?
Yeah. It's gone. Matthew's way past, he's just got it down. So, then outside, it's gone.
That's what Polaroid that.
I think there's one just in the cloakroom.
That is Polaroid.
Looks like.
Yeah.
Did you get the Xeroxes and the illustrations of left were terrible anyway?
Yeah, I did.
But
so 4 or 5 pictures.
Yeah. But the
it's one of the things that we're reading next month. You've got lots of material for the journal.
Yes.
In our thing.
Oh, it's loads, yes, so there's no urgency. Just in case whether you think you want to as well if you want to.
Yeah, I might be dropping out of that actually. It's just so much work to do. Are you all going off to have a
Well, they're going to ask me to eat.
Well, I hope so.
Matthew's going to drop off his stuff. And then we're going to...
I'll just get my other bag because I've got somewhere. Right.
Is it charged?
Do you want to do this now?
Yeah, okay. Why not?
You go and have some tea. I'm not going to have tea.
Vanessa,
Well, Matthew's not going to come back anyway, so...
Vanessa, if you want to give me a present, one of these.
I'll think about that.
Listen to that.
Time for lunch.
Will you go to that bookshop again?
We're not going to
Listen
have
to
time
that.
now. We're going to have time.
Right.
Oh, it's just fine.
Wonderful.
Stephen, Barry got one.
Yeah.
He went down, I told him to go
That
down.
would give me-
He didn't get one when he first came back.
Wonderful.
So 10 quid, you can't really beat that.
Where did Joe go? Has he gone upstairs?
He's watching the show, he's watching the
Yeah, so what I was going to say, Stephen,
that?
you likely to be going to Nottingham Festival.
Mine.
Right, it's a bit indefinite.
Yeah.
I saw the Brady films yesterday, Steve.
Well, there's such a thing as...
One of them. Very
You're
good.
going to get done, you are,
By who?
interfering with their property.
Nothing at all. Look, what's it there for?
To look at.
To
It's
look
a
at.
song.
To look at.
There you are, that's
Probably
yours.
got,
That would be
cheers,
there.
thanks, Simon.
it's probably got somebody's
Yeah, you
famous
could look at that.
You can't take him
wrestling
anywhere.
under one on it or something.
What?
You can't take him anywhere.
It's the Chinese temple.
It's not there for. It's there for a reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, just right. Obviously,
yeah,
if you think you're not going to do that. I
Or
mean,
are
the
you
next...
talking
No,
another
I
time
know
when
your
I come
deadline.
back?
Well,
I'll
here,
do
where
the
are
stuff.
you going away?
I'm not
It's not a no smoking.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Of course it is.
It's
Look
all
at
the
this
drinks
stuff.
finished, isn't it?
I don't think you're likely to burn the building down.
Yeah, did you hear the story about how they got it? I don't think I want to be responsible for them losing it.
Right. Right, let's start again. Yeah, yeah, preferably by May if you can pull it together,
Yeah.
I mean, if not sooner. But certainly, I won't be doing any work before March anyway. What I was saying, I think earlier on, is that I've done 90% of the research is done. I mean, excluding things I don't know, which of course is imponderable. But 90% of what I do know, or suspect, is there, has been collected already. Because after all, I've been at it 20 years. But there are just odds and sods to tie up, as you know yourself. You always finish up with a few things that just need double checking or tying up. So I'm coming down the first week in March. I'm staying with Barry and Jean for 3 or 4 nights in Hampton. And I'll be going to the BFI to look at SIFT, to use SIFT, and to look particularly at Robert Paul, see what they have. It's probably mostly bullshit, but there might just be the occasional thing that isn't valuable, that might give a further perspective on him. I'll be going to the British Library because I need to look at various things there which aren't anywhere else. I'll be going to the Pro because again there's a couple of companies I need to look at that are operating in the Connecticut period. It's just touch wood, but I'm hoping there might be a contract in there possibly relating to Connecticut. It's a very long shot, but it's worth looking. It's only a few minutes to get about. And there's also a legal case I want to look at as well. So I'll be going to the Pro on Monday, and I may be, if time allows, I'll be going to the GLC in Angel or somewhere.
Yeah, the
old school.
They
have an old school where they are.
Yeah, but it's not the LCC, the old...
Well, the old LCC. Yeah, it's now GLC. So those are
you know
major...
the legal records of the PRO, I think you've got to apply several days in advance. Because they're
you do, but what I've done, I've sort of, if you like, trained Barry so he knows the modicum of it. And what I do, I find the material, and then if I found the material, I order it, and he goes in a few days afterwards. It's a double whammy, you see. We've done it on the biograph. That's how we did it with the biograph. Because you know, if you read the biograph, there's loads of legal stuff in there. And that's how we did it. Save me having to come down to London. I do all the research, find the information, put the reference in, tell him exactly what to look for. He goes in a few days or a week after. As you say, they have an outstore at Hayes, I think it is. So yeah, so then he knows exactly. I just say, well, copy this, copy this, copy this, and then he sends it to me.
And the BL, you know, you can search that through the internet.
Yes, it's particularly what I'm looking at there is not so much stuff to search, it's particular books that I can look at, and in one case a particular reference to sound recording. What's the name of that? So that will be done in March. Now, hopefully, with the exception of one or two other things which I can do in the north of England anyway, then it'll all be done. All the research will be done then by April. And I've got some time off in May, so I'm hoping to at least start writing it. And possibly get it done, you know, May, June, July, whenever I get time to do it. You know, it's the same as you, it's time to do these things.
Yeah, that is
it's not, I mean, it's not the writing. I don't, Barry finds it difficult to write. I don't find it difficult to write, because he's not a writer. So it's not the writing, but it's just the time to sit down and concentrate. You know, it's not like an academic where they can sort of go paid leave, they can sit quietly in the library after they've spent hours as well as instructions. So that's okay, but it takes longer, obviously. But I'm hoping one way or the other, by the autumn, or at least shall we say, nominally by the 31st of December, to have the whole thing done, but hopefully a few months before. But it means that once I get past about June, it would become very difficult, not impossible, but inconvenient to introduce new stuff. So if you have got stuff, I'd like to get it before June, and then I don't have to say, oh shit, I should, you know, tear it up and start again. So if you can do it before June, or May, June. May would be great, or if you do it before and you go to Nottingham, bring it with you to Nottingham. It's appropriate because it's about Nottingham.
Just a bit, yeah. No, but it's other
yeah,
bits
well,
and pieces.
I mean, one of the drawbacks I've got in Manchester Library, they have the Kinney and they have the Bioscope on microfilm. But the Kinney files were taken from Cambridge University files, the originals, and they haven't got any copy. They start, I think, with issue number 1, and there's a big gap.
Taken from the BFI files.
No, I think it's from Cambridge
It's
University.
not. Cambridge University only has from about the teens.
Oh, well, okay. But anyway, there's a big gap.
Yeah,
the Bioscope's
BFI,
complete.
yeah.
Bioscope's complete. The BFI starts,
trying to get them to
and then
microfilm the BL
Colin
version.
yes.
That's the only
And then there's this big gap from about 1909, 1910, 1911, 1912, and then it starts again. And of course, by then it's generally too late unless there's a later reference. And it's those earlier years. I had this problem with biography, just the same problem with biography. But anyway, that's the thing. Vanessa Toole tells me also that the Birmingham Library are having another attempt, believe it or not, to copy the era, because they made it
the CD. Have you had that yet?
Yes, I did, yes.
Yes.
Was it through me somehow?
Well, the publisher mentioned your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you got a sample disc? Did you?
CD. Yes, I haven't tried it yet.
It's 6 months.
It's only 6 months.
Yeah, the end of it's July to December 1899. I've played around with it.
Does it work?
It's not infallible because I mean I'm saying to the guy, you've completely destroyed years of research here, you know, by sort of making it available. You can just key in a name and you can sort of look it up on the era.
Will it find it there?
Recognition-wise, it's a bit dodgy. I've looked at, I've tried several different names, and sometimes it picks up names, but sometimes it doesn't. It's only sort of, you know, it's only trying to recognise Victorian type, basically. You heard about, you know, that's Richard the era one, yeah.
Well, Vanessa was telling me that she's getting it for the fairground.
It's so much easier to use though than
so it's easier for me.
Microfilms, you know.
Yes, but I don't. Do you know when it's coming out? That's amazing. They're doing it.
He won't say. He won't say.
My understanding is they're doing it in 10-year tranches. They're doing 1890 to 1900, and then they're doing 1901 to 1910. Yeah, something like that. Which is a lot cheaper than the microfilm. The microfilm would have been about £1,000. But they did do it on microfilm. Made a balls because what they did, they tried to squeeze double page on a single frame, and you couldn't see it unless you blew it up. And when you blew it up, you couldn't find anything.
But the problem with this,
magnification was so
Richard,
high.
when you get this onto onto the screen of your computer, you can't read it at all because it's obviously an era page is very large, you know, and it's sort of,
yes. But that's what
so you then have to zoom in on it, and that's what takes a lot of time.
No, but that's the mistake they made
browsing.
when they did it. They put two.
But you wouldn't, I mean, if the system will find it by computer search, then you wouldn't need to do that.
No,
So,
but how reliable is it?
It doesn't actually work, you know.
No,
it's
it
only
doesn't work.
I would say 50-50 probably.
And also, don't forget, Stephen, I mean, one of the most, as you know, one of the most fruitful sources of information is advertisements of any cinema company. 20s, 30s, and that won't be, you see, they can't possibly index whatever.
It's not indexed.
it's not indexed, that's the problem with it.
Well, it's not a problem to me because I don't want to use an index. I want to look at it as if.
I mean, it's the whole thing.
But that's why the definition is important to me. I need to see it. It's got to be reasonably clear.
Yeah, but even this is better than nothing, isn't it? And an index, an actual one where they'd actually capture the text rather than just the image of the page would be even more useful, wouldn't it?
Sorry.
Well, I mean, the problem is if you're trying to search for David Devat or something, then half the time it's probably not going to pick it up because the type is
it might be
unusual.
or whatever.
Or it might have spaces between the letters, as the example there. But it's better than nothing, isn't it?
Well, I'm looking for. Have you any idea when it's coming out?
No, because he wouldn't say. It all depends on how many copies you can sell, and you know.
Did you see?
He was very up. I think they've got to sell 250 copies of the CD.
It's just that I would like to use it to do this kinetoscope business.
You haven't got a computer yet, then?
No, but I can use either Sheffield or Birmingham Library, so that's not a problem.
Well, that's certainly your period then, 1890.
Yeah, well, I know, that's why I wanted Marion, but the point is if he doesn't do it for another couple of years, he's going to bug me up. I'm going to have to go back and make the best use I can of the old microphone copy, which is very, very poor. It's not poor repro as such, but it's Scotch. Try to put too much.
Didn't John go through that pretty carefully?
That you're getting onto dangerous ground there. I mean, I've done 1 or 2 specimen searches, and I found there's a lot in there that you didn't touch. I'm not suggesting he missed it. Possibly he didn't regard it as important, which I do, or possibly he wasn't contextualised, because I'm hoping that so maybe it didn't, ring a bell. But there is a lot of material. No, there's a lot of stuff there, particularly regional stuff.
What, in the era? Yeah, but you have to sort of read it cover to cover.
Did John do it? Did John do it?
Some people were saying to me the other day, surely he's read the era, but it's such a difficult thing.
Yes,
it's such a.
It is. It's a huge thing. I mean, you're looking at what 36 pages per issue. Minimum 32 pages. Very often 36, 40 pages an issue every week. So you're looking at 2,000.
Those regional items, those regional reports.
Yeah, I mean, it's so small.
The American ones are equally big too. I think the New York Clipper and the Dramatic Mirror, first page or something.
Did I show you my penny magazines? Did I show you the penny magazines and the biograph stuff in?
Can I just, while I was looking for this, just ask you, was it 33 or yes, go on then, if you can remember. Well, I gave it, but I gave it up because I can't, to be honest, did you do copies of these, Barry?
I'll better give it to you now, actually.
Yeah. So I'd love to read, I'll read those on the train.
See, I should have seen this.
Oh, I know what it was. It was to do with film history.
This is the one, something else was published in this. The thing about...
That's what we were there.
No, I don't think so.
Now this article, we knew about this, but we couldn't find it. When we were writing the book, we knew this article was good, because we found a reference to it. But he didn't give, obviously, where it was. So we didn't manage to find it.
Pages are obviously...
Yes, some of them were used in the Around the World biograph in the Royal magazine. And of course that famous one of the other one, with the large flag being raised. Oh, cheers, Barry.
There were several versions of this.
Yes, no, it's going to Matthew, as going into his next catalog. He asked me to bring 10. He said bring 10, and I missed it. Matthew's bringing another, second-hand books. So he asked me to bring 10 things, so I just thought...
This is what Richard was saying. I'm not sure if it was something called the Golden Penny magazine. There was another, yeah, I think there were 2 magazines.
That's Martha Brown.
Steve, no, you can have some copies of them if you...
Right, can I take this?
Yeah, take it out.
What I was going to say, can I just ask for a forget about film history? Vanessa was saying she's contributing article to the next one.
Yeah.
But yes, where that is, open it up where the thing is. There's a nice, oh, you know that. Right, this, it's a nice video, Right, well, that's 50.
Did you just happen to find these?
The Twickenham postcard fair.
Yeah.
A big pile of magazines like that.
Are you familiar with that?
I searched a gigantic
Yeah, I do. That's they're going to Matthew's next catalogue. These are duplicate copies.
If only we had them,
Expensive.
Not really. The filming at Pope is quite interesting because he talks about showing the Pope some pictures that were taken 2 months ago. So he's obviously in touch with the Pope over quite a long period of time. Looking at the numbers of the films, I think he must have had about 3 sessions filming at Pope during the summer of 1898. And there are a few, lots of different pictures. I mean, we haven't seen that picture or that one before. It's only sort of
beautiful.
It's nothing particularly. Oh yeah,
it was never sold.
That one, the 1900 Derby, won by the Prince of Wales. It's in the Netherlands Film Museum. It's an unidentified horse race.
Wow.
Steve, we're going to command your attention now.
All right.
You know that?
What do you have?
That's a reprint. No, that's a reprint. It's a very rare book.
Is that my box?
Is that mine, is it?
Let's open it, shall we?
I don't want it. I don't drink. Do you want it? I don't drink.
All the glasses, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't live without it.
1930 something, is it? Yeah. There's some very seminal stuff. Filmed at the fair. That would interest.
I can show you the article on the screen.
What would interest Vanessa?
Sorry?
What would interest
An article on films at the fair by Richard Griffiths. He was Eileen Bowser's boss.
But it's the World's Fair of '39.
I can't remember. But that was an Arno reprint.
Yeah, there's no those
But
ones.
it's not. Now, have you ever seen that one before, Nick? That's quite a scarce.
Where'd you find the empty glass?
Upstairs. I've got one book on this, but
Are they counted, are they?
Very, very
we're going to pay
scarce.
for them.
Some are broken.
One was broken, yeah.
No, more than one. I saw more than one broken.
I think it's
right.
the best wrapper. I haven't.
You can choose it. There's lots of ones.
So that one.
Gracious.
Yes, that is an interesting book.
It is,
actually.
yeah.
Very interesting if you're into the music and so on. But,
I'm sure that'll do.
I think they'll go. The house up will go.
Are you selling books here then, are you?
Yes, Matthew asked me to bring 10 down. Now,
What's the VAT price on this?
or at least to you, at least 100%.
What's his
Right.
price?
Can I buy a kinetoscope off you, sir? How much would that be?
Unfortunately, I have 3 of them actually,
I know you do.
but I chop the cases up for wood in the winter.
I
to keep myself
don't
warm.
believe that.
You've got to keep warm.
How much are you selling your kinetoscopes for, sir?
That goes
You've got to
pretty well.
keep. You've got to keep
Is it an Edison one or is it a British one?
I've got. Let me think.
It's the essential difference in a kinetoscope and a Knorr, isn't it? A
He's got-
kinetoscope burns longer.
Yes,
It's
it does.
bigger.
Gives out more heat. It's really nice.
But
Had a bloke on.
you know he was joking apart.
Good night, Barry. No, I had a guy came in with. I haven't gone through it properly yet. He brought me about a dozen cans of film, big 2,000 reels. They're newsreels from the theatres. One of them is Princess Marina's wedding. One of them is an amber print. Seems to be an amber print of the coronation, 37. But it's a mute. It's got the government title. Government. Yes.